The 4 Series Grand Coupe is about to receive a facelift. But before it receives a facelift, here's why you need to get it over a facelifted 3 Series. Now, in countries where you get the estate or touring model, this doesn't necessarily apply to you, but here in the States, we sadly don't get the estate model. Now, and I know that the grille might be a deal breaker for some of you, but again, the rest of the 4 Series just, in my opinion, looks better than the 3 Series. Now, as I said before, the 4 Series Grand Coupe is about to receive a facelift, but the reason the reason I'm telling you to not wait for the facelift is because you still get the old iDrive 7 infotainment system, as you can see here, which means you get a split screen setup. Now, this doesn't necessarily look as flashy as the new iDrive 8 system, which gets a one curved piece of LCD screen, and then it does look very cool. But that also and the interior in the new facelifted 3 Series definitely looks sleeker, but it also deletes the climate control buttons. It also deletes the shortcut buttons of BMWs that we love. So, and it also removes the gear lever for a rocker switch for some weird reason, and that's why I will avoid the facelifted version. You have two models to choose from, 430i and M440i. Both are quite quick. 0-60 is for 5.8 seconds for the 430i, and you have around 258 horsepower for the 430i, 382 for the M440i. 0-60 in the M440i is a remarkably brisk 4.7 second 0-60, and if you do get the 4-wheel drive, it is 3/10 of a second faster. All-wheel drive is a $2,000 option on both of these models. I highly recommend it if you're going for the M440 model, as the M440 with extra power does require a lot more traction. But for today, we're going to talk about the 430i, as that's the trim that most buyers, if they're coming out of 3 Series, are going to go for. Now, you can get the M Sport trim for $3,600, quite expensive. It does look a bit better for some people. It also adds a dynamic handling package, or the ability to add the dynamic handling package. But for me, I think the M Sport package doesn't look better due to the fact that there's an element that if you see it, you can unsee it. This does look like a smiley face, so once I saw that, I like this sport trim better. Now, paint, I always recommend going for a metallic paint. $650 extra. It really should be standard on a car at this price, but again, BMW is charging it extra, but it definitely pops more under the sun. White is the most popular color. I'm going to go for that. Wheels. Go for the smallest wheels as possible if you do a lot of city driving. Not only is there less road noise, less prominent to curbs, tires are also cheaper and it also rides better. So sticking with the base 18-inch wheels here. Moving to upholstery. Now, for NASCAR lover, $1,500 option. If you want ventilated seats, you have to get NASCAR lover. However, the hide that BMW is using in the 4 Series isn't as smooth as the hides used in more expensive cars such as 5, 6, and 7 Series. Now, in the 5 Series, they use Napa leather. In 6 Series, or now the 8 Series, and the 7 Series, they use merino leather. Now, those tires are really soft, really plush, and really smooth. However, with Vernasca, if you're trying to upgrade from the Sensatec to the Vernasca because you think the leather will be smooth and nice and supple, you're not going to necessarily get that. This may not live up to your expectations. So unless you want ventilated seats, go for the Sensatec interior. I'm going to sell a Cognac perforated interior. and Sensatech. It's worth knowing if you do go for Nazca, you also get nice quoting here, which I really like. Horizontal pleats here, looks very nice, but I'm just going to go for Cognac perforated as it is a no-cost option and does make the interior look nicer. As you can see here, you still have a traditional gear lever, traditional BMW screens, and yeah, standard moonroof. It's also worth knowing an interesting aspect of this roof is that it actually has a power shade, which is rarely seen if you have a single pane moonroof. It's often seen on panoramic roofs or dual pane moonroofs because those roofs have such a large area, but it's rarely seen on a single pane moonroof. Looking at the rear seat, it looks remarkably similar to a 3 Series rear seat. Look ever so closely, you see the standard free zone climate control. Under there, you have 2 USB-C ports as well. Now, trim. There isn't a generous use of wood trim in the 4 Series. Now, that may sound bad, but really it is what we're seeing in cars nowadays. Wood is getting a bit out of fashion in cars. Just take a look at the new C-Class, for example. The center console is trimmed in either hard gloss black or a weave pattern. You also have chrome or silver accents on the doors. The only place you'll see wood is on the dash. Same goes for the 4 Series, although you also see wood here in the center console. I'm going to go for aluminum mesh effect wood. No, well, it's not actually wood, but we'll just call it wood. Dynamic handling package. This was the package I was talking about. If you really want to drive your 4 Series enthusiastically, this is a option that package you would want to add. It adds the M Sport differential or torque vectoring differential. If you're planning to get this option, you might as well get the M440i instead, because you have to add the M Sport package on top of that, which is more than $3,000, but it comes as standard on the M440i. The Shadowline package is also only available with the M440i, blacks out some of the exterior accents. We've already added the premium package, ambient lighting, heated front seats, and heated steering wheel. Very nice to have $850, no brainer. I'm also going to add a Sensatech dashboard, and here are the front ventilated seats I was talking about. Now, you have to add the Vernasca lever to get this. I'm just going to swallow that $1,500 and just get this. And you also get different seats if you do choose the ventilated seats. The bolstering isn't as aggressive, and if you do remember, the center quilting does extend all the way up into the upper portion of the seat back. Now, I don't necessarily like this look, but again, this will be a better choice if you want ventilated seats as they are more comfortable. I'm just going to change the color to oyster. Wait, you can get oyster with the ventilated seats for some weird reason. You can have a mocha if I remember, so I'm just going to get that. White underbrown interior, how classy is that? Now, I'm also going to add laser lights. If you do plan on doing a lot of nighttime driving, laser lights are very good. It makes the road in front of you so much brighter. It makes places without road lights look like there actually are road lights. I also add wireless charging because BMW CarPlay is wireless only. I also top this all off, add a Harman Kardon surround sound system, and that's it for my build. $51,875. This will be a $1 or $2 grand more expensive than the equivalent 340i, and with the better looks and the hatchback practicality, I think it's hard to beat. 51 grand isn't very expensive actually. A few days ago, I configured a C-Class Outback one that had a good amount of options up to 55 grand. So this is a relatively good value. Prices with the facelift will definitely increase, and with the markups of today, it will be hard to find less MSRP, but if you can, this will be a very good car for a very good value. Thanks for watching.